KGOC in Anaheim.
Channel 56. And now, it's time for the Hot Seat Hotline, as we talk to you viewers at home and give you a chance to sound off. And now, once again, here's Wally George.
Okay, thank you very much, Mike Villani. Welcome, everybody. Here we are. It's a Wednesday with Wally. Good to have you with us. And remember to tell your friends we're here live every day, Monday through Friday, right after Dancing on Air, 4:30 to 5:30 Dancing on Air. We come on 5:30 until 6, taking your phone calls. You can talk to me about whatever is on your mind. Open forum. But let's talk about sensible things. You nitwits, if you try to get smart with me, you're out of here.
Goodbye.
That's right. But fast. So don't try any smart stuff with me.
That's great.
Right. Let's talk about things that are happening in the news that affect us all. We'll get to your phone calls. As a matter of fact, if you want to call me, here's the numbers to call. 714 area code 533-8300. 533-8300. And the 213 area code, it's 291-3339. 291-3339. Okay? If the lines are busy, keep on trying. Now, I also want to remind your friends, Saturday night, this is our 4th year of Hot Seat. We're into our 4th year right now. And this Saturday night, we're having a big, sizzling debate on heavy metal, which is getting out of hand. And also, we're going to have on the hot seat a bodyguard who works for drug pushers and members of the underworld. He's going to be here. Put him on the hot seat. Some guys will do anything for money. I know what you're thinking. Don't say it. Now, we're going to get to your phone calls in a couple minutes. Right now, it's time for my commentary of the night. Are you ready? You know, I think it's revolting to hear all the criticism that's being hurled at President Reagan because of his speech on South Africa yesterday. Teddy Kennedy called the speech a disaster. Well, Teddy should know. He's known for disastrous speeches. Even Governor George Duke Majan said that the United States must take stronger action in sending a message to South Africa. Broadside after broadside has been fired at the president. Bishop Tutu said he found President Reagan's speech nauseating, quote unquote, and he told all of us here in the West that we could all go to hell, quote unquote, Bishop Tutu. What a wonderful thing to come from a bishop, don't you think? He told us we could go to hell. Very, very godly of you, Bishop Tutu. I say all the president's critics are wrong. Wrong. President Reagan is absolutely correct when he says sanctions against South Africa would make the race crisis there even worse. And it would destroy any leverage we may have with South Africa. President Reagan explains, quote, most of the workers who would lose their jobs in South Africa because of sanctions would be blacks. So we would be hurting the very people we are trying to help, unquote, President Reagan. And he's right. It might also be said that if sanctions are imposed, Mr. Botha and his government could sever all ties with this country. And then, where would we be? What leverage would we have? I want to congratulate President Reagan on his stand. I support him 100% on this. And I'm just proud that our president has the courage to take the heat and say what must be said. Right on, Mr. President. I'll be right back. Stay where you are. We're back. Welcome now. This is the part where we get to you in just a moment. I want to say hello, though, to our good friends at the Bahuka Restaurant in Rosemead. Tuning in our show every day. What a great Polynesian restaurant. I love the place. And I want to say hi to them. They're loyal supporters. I think my phone might be ringing right now, as a matter of fact. Is it? Well, no, it isn't. There it is. Maybe, should we give the phone numbers again? Nah, let's give the phone numbers one more time. And, no, yeah, let the phone ring. Let's give the phone numbers one more time. 714 area code is 533-8300, 533-8300, and the 213 area code, 291-3339. Now we'll go to the calls. Hello, you're on the air. Hello? You're on the air, go ahead.
Hi, Wally.
Yeah, who's this?
This is Craig from Anaheim.
All right, Craig, what's on your mind tonight?
Well, I think you're a great guy, man, but I wanted to ask you a question that I wanted to ask a long time ago.
All right.
Don't you think it's time that you watch that crusty old League of You?
Oh, come on. Don't waste my time, you nitwit. Hello, you're on the air. Hello?
Hello, Wally.
Yes.
This is Steve from Tustin.
All right, Steve.
I talked to you last Friday about how boring Tom Snyder is.
Yeah, so what's, is he still boring?
Well, I don't think they pay him for his program. I think they must pay him for the time that he's awake.
No, I think that he pays them.
Because if not, he'd probably still be in hibernation, don't you think?
No, I think that he probably pays them to go on the air. What do you think?
Probably.
Okay, thanks for your call. Hello, you're on... No offense, Tom, if you're watching. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello, Wally.
Yes.
This is Henry Lee from Irvine.
From Irvine? I can hardly hear you. You sound like you're calling from South Africa.
Oh, well, anyway, I'd like to say that I enjoy your hot seat show very much.
Thank you.
I watch your show every single day.
Well, that's very good. Do you watch on Hotline every day and then Hot Seat on Saturday night?
Uh-huh.
Do you want to ask me a question?
Whether it was in this envelope, I drew a flag on it.
What's that?
I drew a flag on it, just for you.
You drew a flag on an envelope and sent it to me?
Yeah, did you receive it?
Oh, yeah. Tell me your name again.
It's Henry.
Yeah, I got it, and I have it hanging over my desk. Thank you very much, pal. I could not forget that. It was a beautiful envelope with a flag. I love it. Thank you very much. Let's go to the next caller. You're on the air.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
Why don't you get a real flag?
What do you think? What do you think I'm sitting in front of, moron? Go to the next caller. Hello, you're on the air. Yes. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's on your mind?
Oh, well, my name's Scott from Riverside.
Okay.
Am I on the air now?
Yes, you're on the air.
Oh. Well, anyway, I just wanted to know what you think about the media wasting all this time with these royal weddings. Don't you think they should cover something that's really of importance?
Well, let me tell you about that. I think probably they spent too much time, but I'm glad that you brought this up because I was going to do a commentary on this. I think that our networks were very rude in their coverage of the royal wedding. If they were going to go over there anyway, and if they were going to devote all this time to the wedding of Fergie and the prince, what's his name? Prince Andrew, if they were going to develop all this time and give all this time, why should they go over there and be so rude? ABC hired Joan Rivers to go over to England and do commentary on the wedding. And she said some really terrible things. She insulted the Queen of England and said that she was a beer drinker and was drinking too much beer. And then she took some terrible shots at Fergie about being too fat. She used her old Elizabeth Taylor jokes on Sarah Ferguson, the new princess, which I think was in terrible taste. And then NBC and CBS, all they could talk about for 3 or 4 days was that Fergie was too fat. And they couldn't wait to show pictures of her rear end to show how fat she was. Now, I think all of this is rude and scandalous. And I don't know why we do that kind of thing. Now, England takes this very, very seriously. And if we were going to go over there and cover that royal wedding, we should have at least been polite and not talk about Fergie's rear end and how fat it is. And certainly Joan Rivers had no place over there taking pot shots at the royal family. I'm ashamed as an American for the coverage the network did on that royal wedding. It was not supposed to be a comedy. We'll be right back. And we're back. Wally George here, Hot Seat Hotline every day, right after Dance on Air, 5:30. You be here and tell your friends to be here. And don't forget to be here on Saturday nights from 11 until 12 midnight for our big Hot Seat show with my live audience. And we fry those liberals on the hot seat, 11 to 12 midnight every Saturday night. Can't believe we're in our 4th year here on Fabulous 56. This is the only place to be, I want to tell you. Getting back to the network coverage of the royal wedding, it really was scandalous. This morning I was watching, and they had these beautiful cameras in the church where the wedding took place. And what did one reporter do but comment on Princess Diana's dress, that maybe it wasn't in the best of taste? I'll tell you, it's ridiculous. And somebody didn't like the Queen's dress. And they're making some snide remarks about how she and her partner got out of the carriage. I mean, what in the world is going on? A royal wedding's taking place, and we're criticizing everything that's going on. How rude. Now, if you want to write to us, love to hear from you. Some of your letters I read on the Hot Seat show on Saturday night on my mailbag segment, so write to me. Love to hear what's on your mind. I read every letter and I answer every single one you write to me. I really do. Love to hear what's on your mind. Maybe you're a liberal lunatic who would like to debate me on my Saturday night Hot Seat show on some subject. If so, write to me. Give me your phone number. Maybe I'll invite you to come down. Or maybe you would like information about the official Wally George fan club. We'll send it to you. All the information, whatever's on your mind. Love to get your letters, and you'll get an answer from everyone. I read them, every single one of them, every night. My address is just Wally George, P.O. Box 56 TV, Anaheim, California, 92803. That's Wally George, P.O. Box 56 TV, Anaheim, California, 92803. Back to our phones. You're on the air. Hello. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
This Wally?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Sean from Santa Ana.
Hi, Sean. What's on your mind?
Oh, well, I just have a couple of questions for you.
All right.
I was wondering what your viewpoint on the First Amendment is,
Yeah.
freedom of speech, and then I was also wondering what you felt about Lee Iacocca.
Okay.
His candidacy for president.
Okay, now, let me tell you about the First Amendment. These liberals always claim the First Amendment rights when they defend things like pornography. Now, I say the First Amendment was not meant to provide a sanctuary for filthy scum who put out things like pornography all over America. I say that's an abuse of the First Amendment, and I say things like pornography that are a disgrace to this moral country should be made illegal. That's an abuse of the First Amendment. Now, as far as Lee Iacocca is concerned, it is my opinion that Mr. Iacocca has the most giant ego I have ever seen in my life. Now, he may be able to sell cars, but I don't think he's capable of being the president of the United States. I mean, let's face it, a car salesman is not the best man to put in the White House. And Iacocca, he writes about himself, he talks about himself. I mean, he loves himself. This man turns me off. No, I think Iacocca would be terrible as president of the United States. Let him run Chrysler. He's not capable, in my opinion, of running the country. Yes, you're on the air. Hello?
Yeah, hello, it's Peter from Huntington Beach.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you think about legalizing gambling in California?
Well, we already have gambling in California. I mean, what do you call the lottery? That's gambling. What do you call horse racing? That's gambling. I think that's enough. As far as bringing casinos or anything like that into California, I am dead set against it. Because then we are inviting the underworld to come here en masse. They're already here in the drug business. We know that. They're already here selling cocaine and heroin and the like. We don't want to bring more of them in here with casinos. We have enough gambling with the lottery and horse racing. Let Nevada have all the casinos. Yes, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, am I in the air?
Yeah, you're on the air.
Hey, listen, what's your favorite stripe on the U.S. flag?
Probably the third one from the left. Thanks for calling. Yes, you're on the air. Hello.
Hello, is this Wally?
Yeah.
It is?
I can hardly hear you. We got a bad line. Go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to say I like your show. I've been watching it for quite a while now, and I see it sometimes on Saturday.
What's your name?
Connie?
Yeah. You have a question, Connie?
Connie from Temple City. I live about a mile from the Bahuka.
Oh, great. Did you come to my party?
No, I missed it.
Oh, we had a great time. You missed a big Wally. Well, we'll have another one in a couple of months.
I wanted to ask you what you think about the LaRouche thing of putting all the AIDS people on an island.
Well, I don't think we should put them on an island, but I do believe this. I say all AIDS victims should be isolated because, as I've said before, the American Medical Association has not said positively that you cannot catch AIDS from casual contact. They do tell us the AIDS virus lives in body fluids, and saliva is a body fluid. I say until we know for sure that AIDS cannot be contacted through casual contact, that AIDS victims should be isolated. I'll be right back. We're back. David Gray, attorney at law, is a fine attorney. I recommend him. By the way, Rockney, the owner of the new El Mexi Rock Cafe, is going to pay tribute to old Wally in August. I think it's going to be August the 17th, I believe. It's going to be Wally George night at the El Mexi Rock Cafe in Mission Viejo. It's a great Mexican restaurant with disco dancing and stuff. What a great hot place. And I'm going to be up there for a Wally George night. It's going to be fun. We're going to have all kinds of fun up there. Tell you more about that later. Love those people up there. It's a great place. Let's go back to our calls now. You're on the air. Hello. Get off my air. The guy comes on and tries to be profane. You can't use profanity on this program, you jackass. We're on 10-second tape delay. If you want to swear, call up Michael Jackson. He deserves to be sworn at. Yes, you're on the air. Hello.
This is Aaron from Riverside.
Yes, Aaron.
And why don't you repeat your anniversary show, because I missed it.
Repeat my anniversary show?
Yeah, because I didn't get to see it.
Well, that's your tough luck. You think I'm going to play it on the air again just for you? You're probably the only one in Los Angeles who didn't watch it. I understand that about 3 million people in Southern California were all tuned in to my anniversary show last Saturday. And if you missed it, if you were dumb enough not to turn on my anniversary show last Saturday, that's your tough luck. I mean, come on. Wants me to rerun the show just for him. Yes, you're on the air. Go ahead. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. You're on the air.
What do you think about Israel expansion?
What's that?
What do you think about Israeli expansion, American policies towards Israel?
Well, I think our policy towards Israel are right on target. Israel is a wonderful friend and ally to these United States of America, and we can use all the friends and allies we can get. I admire little tiny Israel for being able to exist all this time when everybody's trying to push them into the ocean, trying to annihilate.
That hard-hitting, award-winning, conservative voice of television, Wally George!